All right, let's get right into this explainer. Today, we're not just talking theory. We are jumping straight into a real-world business problem and breaking down a blueprint for success, one piece at a time. Think of it as a case study about ambition, modern strategy, and one very, very big number. And here's that number, 60 lakh rupees. That's 6 million rupees. This isn't a yearly goal. This is his target for every single month. Now, you don't hit a number like that with just hard work, right? It takes a clear, seriously actionable plan. And this is coming directly from the person we're talking about today, a seasoned salesman who knows his goal and is asking for the roadmap to get there. He's not just dreaming here. This is a direct request for a blueprint. Okay, so let's put ourselves in his shoes for a second. With a goal this big, where would you even start? It's a huge mountain to climb. Well, the first step is always the same. You have to figure out what you're already working with. So let's do exactly that. First up, we take an inventory of assets. Before you can build anything new, you have to know what tools are already in your toolbox. And this is so important. We're not talking about a rookie here, someone starting from zero. The foundation to hit that 60 lakh target is already there, built over almost 2 decades of being in the trenches. This is about leveling up. Just look at this combination. On one side, you have 18 years of priceless, old-school sales experience. He knows the market inside and out. But on the other side, look at that modern digital toolkit. We're talking Facebook, Insta, YouTube, a pro website, even advanced stuff like a WhatsApp business API. This mix of old-school grit and new-school tack, that is his superpower. Okay, we know what he's got. Now it's time to build that blueprint. And he was really clear. He wanted a daily plan. So how do you take a massive monthly goal and break it down into something you can actually do every single day? The answer is you give the day a rhythm, a structure. Think about it. You wake up, you're on offense, hitting those new leads. Midday, you switch to marketing. You got to feed the beast, right? Create content, get it out there. Afternoons are all about building relationships and closing deals. The follow-ups, the test drives. And then the evening, you reflect. You see what worked, and you plan for tomorrow. It's a cycle. You just rinse and repeat. So, a daily routine is awesome, but it's kind of like a car with no engine if it's not powered by a smart digital strategy. So now, let's connect all those digital tools we saw earlier into one powerhouse system. See, none of these platforms are just there for show. Each one has a very specific job to do. YouTube and Instagram, they're the flashy billboards on the highway, grabbing eyeballs. Facebook is where you build a little community, get people thinking. The website, that's your digital storefront, where you capture their info. And WhatsApp? That's where the real magic happens. That's for the personal touch, for nurturing and turning a maybe into a yes. You know what we just walked through? That's a sales funnel. It sounds like some complicated marketing term, but it's really just a journey you guide people on. And here's the best part. He's already paying for software that does exactly this. This isn't about buying more stuff. It's about using what he already has to its absolute full potential. This really is a huge shift in thinking. The old way of selling was like standing on a street corner with a megaphone, just shouting at everyone who walks by. The new way, powered by his WhatsApp tool, is all about nurturing. It's like pulling someone aside for a quiet, one-on-one chat, but at scale. It makes him less of a salesman and more of a trusted advisor. So, we've got the what, the daily plan, and we've got the how, the digital strategy. But you know, none of that matters without the why. What's the real reason he's doing all this? What's the fuel in the tank? Because if you think this is all just about hitting a number on a spreadsheet, you are missing the most important part. That 60 lakh target is just a marker. The real driving force is, well, it's a mission. And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to what he says. Wow. I mean, that changes everything, doesn't it? It's not about moving metal. It's about moving people forward, giving them a tool for a better life. That is the kind of mission that gets you fired up every single morning. So let's put it all together. Here it is, the complete blueprint. First, you anchor everything on that incredible, hard-earned 18 years of experience. Then, you structure every day for maximum impact. You integrate all those digital tools into one seamless sales funnel, you use modern tech to nurture customers like friends, and you drive the whole thing with a powerful, inspiring mission. And that really brings us to the big idea here. This was never just about hitting a sales target. It's a story about what happens when decades of experience meet modern strategy and a deep sense of purpose. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? When a business operates this way, can it change more than just its own bank account? Can it actually transform a community? Something to think about.